Vlogging every day in August, LA edition. I wasn't sure what I was going to vlog about for this VEDA, but the Week Vlog Collective's prompt for today is a video response. It's a response day. And I just watched Emma Tobias's video on her struggles with mental health. I wanted to respond to that. She suggested that maybe people could reply with their own mental health stories, but I'm working on a separate project for that. I don't have a lot of self-esteem in many parts of my life. I'm not confident about my appearance, I'm not confident about my intelligence or my skills or my abilities. I'm not confident in how I'm able to present myself to other people. So of course I got a YouTube channel. However, one thing that I really do feel pretty good about myself is that I think people can talk to me. I've had people like Nelly Rose meet me and within minutes start feeling comfortable enough so that they can have real deep conversations with me, telling me about things that are very important to them. That's what I want to hear, and that's what I get to hear a lot. There's not a trick to this. I just pay attention and then I recognize what the person is telling me and who they are. The thing that I bring to conversations, the thing that I think is particularly empathic about me, is that I don't rush to judge what I'm hearing from the person. I don't rush to necessarily give advice or try to help them out. I try very hard to listen to them, to hear what they're saying, to try to understand what they have felt and what they are feeling, and then validate that. Because I'll tell you something, unless you are a human being who's trying to hurt another human being, you're probably living a perfectly valid and good existence. So here's my response to Emma, but then also to anybody else who's watching this video and who has gone through mental health struggles, who has mental health issues. I've heard you. I heard you talking about your anxiety. I heard you talking about your fear of thunderstorms. I heard you talking about your fear of candles and alcoholism and cars. I hear you talking about your bad experience with college, and that sucks. I hear you talking about your current struggles with anxiety and how they've been helped with therapy. Thank goodness, I'm so glad you got some. And I want you to know that all of these things that I've heard from you don't make the slightest bit of difference in this next statement. You are a good person. You deserve to be happy and healthy and not burdened by these mental health issues. I understand that many of our mental health issues are going to be just with us for our entire lives, and yours. But we don't have to be burdened by them. Now here's something that I will say about my mental health struggles. My ability to hear and recognize is very closely tied into the amount of spoons I have at that moment. So today, I can listen to these difficult stories and I can offer my recognition of who is talking to me. Sometimes I can't, but that's not a bad thing about me either. I'm very glad that I've discovered Emma on YouTube. I don't watch every single one of her videos because I'm not particularly enthusiastic about BookTube, but certainly when she gets real, I tune in and I am always rewarded because that is a good person. Obviously there's a link to her video in the cards, so take a look there. In the comments of this VEDA, tell me what you think about my idea that listening to and recognizing people is a good supportive way to respond to someone, particularly with their mental health issues. Or am I missing the boat? Is this the wrong approach for me to take? I'd like to know. Or tell me anything that matters to you, because I want to know what matters to you. Thank you for making it to the end of this vlog. I really appreciate it. The end here is where I always say, tomorrow will be even better.